He's greedy and annoying.
I didn't expect him to get this greedy this fast. My name is Ray Adeka, and I play the character Jeje on the series Wura. It's a lot. I mean, there's so much going on in the season one. It's like a full 200 seasons, because there's a lot going on. But basically, it's like a class struggle. We have the haves and the have-nots, the rich and the poor. So then in between all this, there's a lot going on: family dynamics, sexuality, murder, love, romance. Yeah, it's just a whirlwind of things happening all at the same time. So yeah, it's quite intense. Again, the class struggle. Of course, there's a place that you fit in this whole spectrum. You're rich, you're poor, middle class, anyways, but you can relate to, I think beyond all, something that struck me recently. I was like, no family is perfect. No, like most times, people who don't have so much money feel people who are rich don't have any problems. And then you discover in this series that they have a lot of problems. And then the people who are poor, of course, you expect them to have problems, which they do. So we're not so different aside from the financial capabilities of both families. Every family has their own drama and troubles and issues that they're facing. So I think people can relate from that aspect of families and what families pass through. We're like always busy, so I really hardly ever got to go out. One thing I liked about the place is just the air. I live in like a busy city, most times Abuja, sometimes I'm in Lagos, and no shade to Lagos, but the very air in Lagos is a lot. So at least you get to breathe proper, fresh air. You can tell the difference. And then there's fog in the morning, which is, where would you see fog in Lagos? So yeah, I think I like that. And then I didn't know that there was gold in Osun State. Honestly, I didn't know. So coming here is when I found out. I was like, oh, there's really gold here. They're like, yeah. So I went to the mine and I saw some few things and I was quite impressed. I was very impressed actually, just seeing that. It's good to know that, people need to know that there are other things aside oil. Yeah, so, and these other things are not like small money other things, they're like major money other things. So like I said, I didn't even know there was gold in Osun State. Honestly, I didn't know. So I was like, really, there's gold here? Like, there's a mine here, and then there's a lot going on. People are employed, people are making money from that. Federal government is invested here. So it was shocking for me to even know that. But it also makes me wonder what other things we have that we're not even tapping into. So we need to diversify it. It's something that we have to do as a country because the over-dependency on petrol is a bit too much. And while I'm reading the script, I kind of like, the script is like, what's the word to use now that perfectly explains it? Like I dig for clues to help me, finally get where this character is coming from. Because once you can understand the character's motivations, like why they do what they do, it kind of makes it a bit easier to translate into performance. So I think, I can't remember the exact episode, but there's an episode where there was a conversation between Wura and Jeje. Jeje meets her and she's in the car and she's freaking out. So he said something to her in that particular episode. He said, I don't want to go back to poverty. I don't want to go back to prison. And then that was it. I was like, oh, can I get his motivations for everything he's doing? There's this thing about, I've tasted the bad life. I come from struggle and poverty and lack and prison, and I really don't want to do that anymore. So I think it informs every single thing that Jeje does, and even the decisions that he sometimes takes that might not be very conventional. So for me, that particular scene kind of like helped me build on, I build on that, and then from there it just opens up to the character that I ended up playing. So yeah, I think that was it. Well, it's hard to hate a man in a suit, so I'm hoping, he's wearing a suit. Can't hate a guy wearing a suit, so I'm hoping that would be a soft pedal. But above all, I feel there's loyalty. You have to admire that, like he's loyal. Aside from the suit and the loyalty, I don't know. I'm hoping for other things that maybe I have not figured out, and the viewers will just say, that too. So please, guys. Even like, again, for me, I was discovering the character as I was reading the script. At some point, I used to feel, okay, maybe this woman manipulates Jeje because she understands his weaknesses, right? And then there's a scene I was reading, and then I'm like, okay, I think I got it wrong all along. So Wura goes to jail, right? And Jeje starts to panic. He starts to feel, because of course, Lulu and Eve turned their back against him, Tony and everything, so he feels very left alone. And he starts to suspect that maybe Wura is going to make him take the fall for the murder, right? So he goes to prison. He goes to jail to see her, and then he starts to confront her, like, what did you do? Are you trying to set me up? And then while he's talking, she's not really defending herself yet, and then he notices that she's rubbing her neck because it was like an attempted murder on her and something like that. So the moment he sees that, he just flips and like, who did that to you? I'm going to kill them. I'm like, okay, this guy really likes this woman, right? It's beyond just that. And then in that scene, they have a moment where she opens up, and I now understood that she imprints on Jeje because of the mistake she made like 17 years ago. Jeje is the child that got missing. So it goes beyond every other thing. There's genuine love that they have for each other that I don't think even the son and the husband understand. And I don't think up until that point, Jeje understood what it was, but I'm sure he felt it. But it now made sense why they had that kind of almost scary connection. So they had this genuine love.